had tents, and there are hundreds and hundreds of people there, and somebody from your team has to stay up all night walking, and it was pretty cool. We raised about $1,200 that year, and the neat part about it is we participated in it every year since then, and it's grown to a point where we've, in the last 9 years, have raised over $50,000 for the Cancer Society, and our kids are such a huge part of that. It's not just a middle school community service group activity anymore, because the kids that do it in middle school have gone to high school, and they participate. So we have 6 through 12 that participate. We have an average of about 65 kids raise money, and an average of about 48 spend the night. Since it's been at the college, they moved it down to the Common, so it's on the Gorham Common now. And all of the teachers, all of the middle school teachers and paras chaperone the event. So it's really become this really awesome school-wide event, and it starts off around 6 o'clock, and there's hundreds of people. Especially now since it's in the middle of town, there's hundreds of people just kind of walking around and going to the different vendors and checking out the different campsites and things like that. And we've grown because we have more kids. We have tents and a grill and a picnic table, and it's kind of like just a big party. And a few years ago, it was probably like the 4th year that we had participated. I didn't realize how much it affected our kids and me as well. They have a luminaria ceremony every year where kids sell luminaria bags and for $10, and then people who have lost somebody or had somebody survive their battle with cancer, they decorate the luminaria bag in honor or in memory of them, and they set up these hundreds of luminaria bags in this track in the middle of the common, and they light little tea lights, and they have these huge halogen lights that light up the entire field, and at 10 o'clock they turn those off, so it's completely dark, and all you can see is this circle of luminaria bags, and you can read the poems and see the pictures that kids have written and other people have written, and you can't really see people. It's kind of neat how it works, but you just kind of walk around and read what people have written. You look at the pictures, and they play Amazing Grace, and so for 4 or 5 minutes, you listen to Amazing Grace, and you walk in this circle, and it was probably 4 or 5 years ago where they turned the lights on, and I looked at all of our kids. We had 40 or 50 kids there from Gorham, and they were just in tears, and they were hugging each other, and there were kids that were like just hunched over these luminaria bags, reading them and just bawling, and other kids were going up and kind of holding them, and I just had chills, seeing our kids and kind of what kind of effect that had on them. There were kids from Berlin, and just really kids from all over, and Gorham kids. Everybody was just coming together, and it was a really neat, powerful thing to see. So we've kept doing it, and in the last few years, the relay has really suffered in terms of they don't have as many teams, and they don't have as many people that stay overnight anymore. So the last 2 years, at 3 or 4 o'clock in the morning, it's been Gorham middle high school kids walking around that track, and 4 or 5 adults. So I really kind of see that as our kids are keeping that event alive right now. And the event itself raises tens of thousands of dollars. But it was really powerful to see the effect it had on our kids.
Okay. Can you repeat the prompt?
Sure. So we're talking about people or places, landscape places